Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 62 of Crypto Waffle. Today's topics are... I haven't got them in front of me. Sorry for the lack of
Coinbase
preparation.
report.
Yes, the main topic, we kind of ballsed up with one of the topics. We wrote down a topic last week. It was one of Carl's topics.
My bad.
I've put it in there and we don't know what it's about.
My bad. I'll take full responsibility for that one. It was supposed to be about the Ethereum updates, but I haven't really done enough research on them, and I don't want to do them. I want to give them the justice they deserve and not balls it up. But
Okay,
we do have a massive Coinbase report.
we do.
State of
So,
the industry 2026.
Yeah, there's another one I want to do at some point, which will be the ARK Invest 2026 outlook. They're always really good. This is a monster report, 70 pages. I haven't been through it, so we are going through this as a team. If there's anything you want me to explain in more detail or anything that doesn't make sense, please do let me know, and then we can stop, discuss, and then go from there. So, is there anything you want to kick off with before we dive into this? Any comments on market structure?
Yeah. I woke up this morning and Bitcoin was down 2% or so. And apparently it's because Trump is doing more tariffs. I don't know. Do you think that the market is actually reacting to the Trump tariffs, or do you think this was a retracement that we was going to have to retest a support level and then kick on to 100K?
If I'm honest, I think we'll have to look at the technicals in a minute because I haven't looked at them. I think, did we mention last week that we had a Bitcoin trade on? I don't remember. I think I put one out. I put one out to Waffle VIPs.
Yeah, we didn't do one
last
ourselves.
week before, I think it was. But yeah, I haven't really looked at the chart since I put that trade out. I know we're currently up 10%. My Solana long got wicked out. You bastards!
Right. Did you
today? That's a trade we had on again for VIPs back in December. So we've probably been holding that one for over a month. But it was a risk-free trade. We took some partials and then stop loss has been hit. So happy days with that. But yeah, we'll look at the technicals for Bitcoin later on. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Coinbase have loads of research and stuff that you guys can look at. If you go to coinbase.com, and you can see this on your screens here, but it's institutional/research insights. You will see an array of stuff to go through. I believe we looked at the latest one we looked at, I believe, was this. So we haven't seen the January back to work or the positioning, but the main one to look at the minute is the crypto market outlook 2026. So let's dive right in. The executive summary, normally a load of waffle, but a great fast skim read to give you an overall of what they think in a compressed area, effectively. We won't go through that now, but do be sure to go back to the recording, give it a pause, or go to the actual site and read through this. We're just going to go kind of by headline topics as we go.
70 pages.
Yeah, because otherwise we're not going to get through this at all. Obviously, they also include some very nice visuals. And chart one is crypto market cap peaked at 4.2 trillion in 2025 before falling to 3. Page of additional resources. All data included in this report is as of December the 1st, so it could be a bit delayed. As always, table of contents, stuff like that. But we'll dive straight in. Key themes for 2026, drivers at the source, a cautiously optimistic outlook for 2026. Our US economic outlook for 2026 remains continuously optimistic, while recent data seems to indicate a cooling economy marked by broadening price increases and declining employment trends, we think the US economy is much more resilient than many believe. Indeed, rising labour productivity seems to be an especially important buffer stemming from demographic shifts and the rise of artificial intelligence. So, what does that mean in plain English? Basically, the GDP of the country they believe is doing a lot better than it's actually presented as of current, i.e., looking forward or into the future. They believe the business cycle, which we've discussed a lot on here before, is starting to pick up, and that's why you see the likes of the Russell 2000 picking up, the Dow Jones, and then some of the precious metals like copper and stuff like that. And along with like aluminium, all those sorts of things as well. And you can see this here represented in the US labor productivity chart, which is you can also kind of view. I suppose it probably isn't too dissimilar from the ISM, just on a much bigger scale here. A meaningful. Actually, let's read this quickly. In fact, we believe economics are collectively underestimating AI productivity at the moment, in part because AI is increasing the speed of efficiency of our workforce in a way that isn't being fully captured by official statistics. That said, labour market data is trending towards the lower end of historical ranges, but slower US population growth potentially negates the effect of wages and consumption. Just going to skip a bit here and go to the bold bit. In our view, the economic implications of current AI boom will likely be significantly different from those of the internet boom, precisely because of the lessons learned during that period. How do you? So, do you think they're going to be different in any particular ways?
No, I
So, you
don't think
still
they will.
think we'll see some sort of bust?
Yeah, I think that we're bound to repeat ourselves. I think we're going to overestimate how much AI is worth, and then we're going to have a retrace, and then from the ashes are going to be a few AI based giants, and underlying our lives will be AI, just as underlying our lives now is the internet. So I think we'll probably do the exact same cycle again. But I think we're very early on. I think
Yeah,
the
within
hype
that.
is, yeah, I think the hype is yet to come. We're not quite at the bubble yet.
Yeah, because I think we're going. Well, I'd say we're in the bubble, but early stages.
Yes, yeah.
Because if we think of it like when we go to the what's the word of it? My head has gone completely blank. The manufacturing boom that we
Yeah,
had.
the
Yeah, that's it.
industrial
The
age.
Industrial Revolution. When you look at that, we're kind of, I believe, and this is again personal view, we're in that, but from an AI point.
Yeah, definitely.
E.g., everyone's learning how to use AI, and rather than actually getting fired from their jobs, it's people that are learning to use AI that are benefiting more than the people that are, say, i.e., creating it themselves, because we haven't got quite.
There are still some people who are calling themselves AI skeptics.
Yeah,
Um, Good luck with that, because
indeed.
that'll be a difficult horse to ride.
Then increasing institutional adoption. The current market cycle has seen unprecedented growth in institutional adoption with the establishment of crypto spot exchange traded funds, ETFs, and the rise of DATs companies, publicly traded firms that allocate substantial portions of their balance sheet to holding crypto. We expect ETFs to gain more traction after the SEC approves the generic listing standards for certain spot commodity exchange traded products, narrowing the need for case-by-case rule changes. Effectively, this has shortened the maximum approval schedule for ETFs from 270 days to 75. So that gives you an inkling of how long it usually takes to get an ETF approved. And
Yeah,
e.g., in 270 days, that is 1 year. And if you're in a 5-year cycle, that's a reasonable amount of time that you've potentially missed holding said asset. We think that DATs, on the other hand, are currently undergoing a valuation discipline consolidation phase. What do they mean by that? E.g., they're having a cool off. Prices, we're having the volatility ripped out. Prices have cooled right down, and it's just kind of resetting from all the hype that we had over them, as evidenced by the widespread compression in their MNAVs. And an MNAV, for anyone that doesn't know, is the ratio of market value to net asset value to parity. In fourth quarter of 25. These vehicles gained prominent. What the fuck is that? Prominence in 2025, partly because they were enabled by changes in crypto accounting rules that went into effect in December 24. However, an instance in sustained period of player versus player activity has categorized the second half of 2025 and led to the emergence of distinct leaders within the dedicated communities of each token. And they are Microsoft, Tom Lee with ETH, and then what's the Solana one?
MicroStrategy, not Microsoft.
Yeah, sorry, MicroStrategy, Bitcoin. You got Tom Lee and SharpLink, is it? I think, and then you've got the Solana one. The SharpLink's ETH, I believe. You can see this in chart 4 that's the new entrance into the institutional crypto adoption. Bitcoin in blue, ETH in the kind of lighter blue, Solana in the light grey, and then other. So those other ones in there are like Hyperliquid, Sui, all that sort of stuff. All these other
XRP?
Yeah, XRP, Doge, all of them. Tokenomics 2.0, value capture, buybacks, and protocols. So within this, I would have thought there might be a mention of Hyperliquid, Asta, Pump.fun, stuff like that, or anyone that does buybacks, really. One of the hallmarks of current crypto cycle is that the projects are increasingly focused on creating tangible value for their token holders. A key feature of this evolution was the increasing prevalence of tokenomics directly tied to platform performance. Starting in 2025, more projects have begun implementing mechanisms such as a strategic token buyback that are established and clear direct relationship between the success and adoption of the underlying platform and the economic value of their native tokens. In our view, this shift to financial engineering within the crypto lifecycle has signaled a move towards the more mature and established financial practices of the TradFi world, e.g., TradFi or people that work in TradFi land can't look at a token that doesn't make any or doesn't have any intrinsic value and go, yes, I will buy that. So crypto projects are going, okay, well, we will buy back our own token using the money that's generated from fees and whatnot. Then they can then use that data to calculate and see if it's actually worth investing. It's basically what that's saying. Because unlike us, where we will happily punt on stuff, the big guys won't do that. We anticipate that the ongoing march towards regulatory clarity could be the catalyst for the next phase of the economic revolution of crypto. As jurisdictions provide clear framework, we think the confidence to implement more direct and robust value capture mechanisms will grow. This clarity will likely empower protocols to legally and transparently benefit token holders through direct revenue generation, whether via embedded rewards derived from transaction fees or with mechanisms that funnel a portion of the protocol's operating income back to the circulating supply through buyback and burn or buy and distribute models. 2, the tens that bid, demand for privacy. So this is in the in the recent pumps of Zcash, Monero, Dash, Firo, PivX, Xano, and all these other privacy coins. Privacy has remained an enduring pillar of the crypto movement, and as many users still look to the asset class for inherent freedom to conduct transactions, retain ownership and transfer value without requiring institutional authorization. However, the rub is that there's somewhat, but I don't know what that says, to the value proportion of Bitcoin, which permanently records every transaction of its network within a public ledger. Indeed, while institutions adopting crypto have been a major catalyst for the current market cycle, it has also made use of crypto rouse more reticent about who's in control of some of these networks. Blah, blah, blah. And it goes on to mention Zcash, Ethereum Foundation, zero proof knowledge.
So that's an important little thing there. Made users of crypto rails a little bit more reticent about who's in control of some of these networks, and I'm not sure that that's true. I think that that's something that they hoped would become true. You know, like I've been whinging a lot lately about networks like Canton and XRP, whereby they are kind of controlled by a small bunch of people, meaning that they're not really blockchains. They're not really distribute or decentralized networks, more they're fancy databases. I guess that's what they're saying here is they're hoping that with the demand for privacy, it might push people to actually respect the concept of decentralization.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't think it is at the moment.
No, I don't think so. I'm just trying to open the report up in a way that we can edit it as we go, so we can come back.
You want to put some notes on there?
Yeah, here we go. So let's go down to page. Oh, I've skipped a load of them. Are we on 7?
We're going to have to speed up because we're bloody 7 out of 70. We're 10% in. We'll be
bloody hell, Jeff.
Yeah.
Where's it gone? Oh, God. Slow down, slow down.
Privacy, there it is. Demand for privacy.
Okay, yep. So I was going to highlight. If we can use, have we got a highlighter in here? We've got an underline. That will do. And for some reason, I can't do it. Are you going to let me do it now? Okay. It's not having it for whatever reason. Let's try again. Why can't I do anything, Jeff? What's going on?
I have no idea.
Okay. Now I've just lost my... Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Why can't I edit this? Normally you can just highlight it. Like, what's so difficult?
The Ethereum Foundation have established a new privacy initiative. I'd not heard about that.
Oh, it's probably this new update I've just done on my laptop. It's driving me mad.
Ethereum.
Okay, it's now let me put a box in it. I don't want to do that, Jeff.
Initiative.
But anyway, moving on. Shielded transaction counts as supply surge by 2025. What we've seen is a little bull market within privacy. What's this? AI x crypto is dead. Long live AI x crypto. Yeah, I'm not going to read all of that. What's the end game of application? Specific chains. So again, I wouldn't read all of this, but the ones they've underlined: Arc, Canton, Tempo. That's usually good to research them. What are they? Stuff like that. I didn't know Arc was built by Circle, by the way.
No.
If that's the one we were on about.
No, neither did I. I don't think it's the same AI one, is it?
I don't know. Let's see what this is.
No, it's a different one. It's their own one called Arc. Yeah, it's different.
Okay, well, that's maybe something to look into. Same with Tempo and Canton.
The reality of it is, from my point of view, is that these are just fancy databases with tokens attached. If Circle controls it, then it's not really a crypto. Use it at your own peril.
Yeah. This is quite a good chart to show you the total value of real world assets distributed on chain. So this is stuff that's currently an RWAs within crypto. You've got $2 billion of private credit. You've got 2.4 billion of institutional alternative funds, just over 3 billion of commodities, 8.8 billion of US Treasury debt. And you can see here small slices of other private equity, public equity, then non-US debt.
We are early, sir. I can't see.
Indeed.
What would real estate be on there?
Of that lot, you've only got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, call that 14, 16, probably about $18 billion, give or take. Yeah, realistically, they're talking about potentially, I don't know if you saw that up here as well, but they're talking of putting the NASDAQ, having that tokenized. So if that is to be tokenized, there's a hell of a lot more money to come to this pie. Effectively, new markets, possibility of crypto derivatives. So this is hyperliquid, Asta, stuff like that. The proliferation of crypto derivatives in 2025, namely perpetual futures, but also options, hits a mainstream trend and could eventually lead to their integration as a pillar of the global financial system. This has been fueled largely by the rise of high throughput decentralized trading platforms, and to a lesser extent by increasing access via regulated US venues. For example, decentralized exchanges have been processing perp volumes over 1.2 trillion US dollars per month as of the end of 2025, with Hyperliquid still taking large share of this market. And you can see in this chart which platforms are doing most in volume. Hyperliquid's the dark blue, lighter is this other blue, Asta is this one here, Edge X, I've never heard of that, and then other here. So again, jot these down, research what are they, have a look at the charts, see what you guys think. Chart 8, sharp decline in crypto leverage following October's 2025 liquidation cascade. So you can see in what's that, Q3, leverage was at the highest it had been for a couple of years, and all we've kind of seen is a leverage reset, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's usually healthy because markets, as you can see here, can't usually carry on their trend unless we get some sort of reset, and that is basically what we've seen. They go on to say, nevertheless, we think perpetual futures are evolving beyond isolated high leverage traded vehicles and are becoming core, composable primitives with DeFi within DeFi markets. One person, I just want to give a shout out to Capital Flows. I am writing up my own report on a certain said perpetual DEX mentioned, and it is one of these, so I'll let you guys have a guess at which one, for Crypto Waffle VIPs and other clients of mine. But the big thing I think is to come into perpetuals is the potential of FX trading. FX markets are the biggest in the world. They are the most traded in the world. If that gets onto perpetuals or through the DEXs that's within crypto, you could see massive inflows of money into them, and again, massive upticks of money into trading across those said platforms will create in a ridiculous amount of fees, which if you choose the right assets, if they have a buyback tokenomics thing, it's good for the asset. So just watch out for that.
There is, I guess, Hyperliquid will probably be the first to have it, but they still don't have it. They kind of do have, it looks like they've got a Japanese yen to USDC.
I mean, they're getting there because they've got the metals on there. They've got stocks.
Yeah.
I think once they get a broader, maybe call it the NASDAQ 100 or S&P 500 stocks, you're then potentially looking at FX pairs.
Well, at the moment, the one that they do have is the yen against the dollar.
Right. Okay.
That's the one FX pair that they do have.
Because the yen's the biggest shitcoin, I suppose.
Well, second biggest to the dollar, right? Where's the euro standing there? I wonder if they have the euro. No, they don't have the.
No,
oh, yes, they do.
Not. Oh, do
they? Do. Yeah. So
what,
they've got
euro dollar, is it?
Yen. They've got euro dollar, and then there's yen dollar. What would we be? Would we be sterling?
Yeah, sterling or GBP.
Yeah, GBP. No.
We're not big enough, really.
Too small. Trying to think if there's any other currency that would be. No. Well, those are the pretty big three. To be fair,
they're the big three: dollar, Japanese yen, and the euro.
I think that goes to show you that we are very close, because that's a 50x market. The yen dollar is 50x market, and the euro dollar is also 50x. The volume and the open interest is all quite slim, but I don't think that would matter. I guess there'll be people on there arbitraging. This is very interesting. I didn't know we were that far ahead, you know.
No, I think we're
But
further
basically,
ahead than a lot of people realise.
yeah, FX is basically, you can now trade FX only very few pairs, but you can in a totally decentralized way using Hyperliquid.
And then, so they go on to say, and they also mention here prediction markets as well, which we have implemented within our shows, as you guys know at the end. And you can see the ones that dominate that, mainly Polymarket and Kalshi. At the moment, I haven't heard of Limitless or these, but again, good to research these because they might do some sort of token drop or whatever it is regarding them if they do have a token.
Yeah.
Moving on, so this is within the velocity of stablecoins. They do mention here our stochastic model forecasts that the total stablecoin market cap could reach a range centered around 1.2 trillion by the end of 2028. This projection reflects an expected confluence of regulatory clarity, continuous innovation in the underlying blockchain infrastructure, and deepening institutional comfort levels within digital assets. Eventually, these will drive the newer use case for stablecoins across border transaction settlement, retracements, and payroll platforms along their traditional utility through speculative trading and DeFi. And then here is their adjusted stablecoin transaction volumes versus incumbent systems, e.g., what stablecoins have been doing, what remittances do, which is this one here. Sorry, that's Visa. Remittances is here. PayPal, I want to say this one, and then ACH is this one. So you can see stablecoins process effectively more than Visa, the remittances, and PayPal at the moment, which
I've
is
just figured
big
out. I've
news.
just found out why. Sorry, back to the prediction markets. The reason why Limitless was showing there is because it's on Coinbase. So I guess
Oh, okay.
Limitless must be the Coinbase answer to it.
A base
Might
version.
might turn out to be a bit of a gem because it still is only a FDV of 91
Okay.
million. Token price is down 70% from launch. I
Okay,
lied.
this is again something to look at.
Yep, 87% down from launch. Currently at its
Definitely.
all-time low.
Well, I'll write that down, and in a minute we'll check that when we go into the trades.
Yeah.
What is it? Limitless.
Limitless, it's called, yeah. Limitless.exchange.
Right. Number two of this report, we do need to speed up a bit. Outlook
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Again, we might have to. I don't know about you, but maybe we do this over two shows.
Two legs.
This particular report, or I come back next week with a summary of all the best bits. Market outlook in 2025, Bitcoin experienced a period of modest volatility and evolving market dynamics, building on the trends observed in previous years. The token to continue to solidify its position as a safe haven within the asset class, but not without navigating complex landscape or regulatory developments. Technological adjustments and macroeconomic shifts. That said, Bitcoin was firmly established as a critical component of the global financial conversation, albeit one still subject to evolving nature of a new, nascent yet maturing asset class. And obviously, they've just timestamped on this chart here various points throughout the year, i.e., the US inauguration, the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, US tariffs, Genius Act, new all-time high versus deleveraging event, and then Texas buys Bitcoin. I didn't even know that. Apparently, Texas have now bought Bitcoin. Would that
This
count as our
Texas?
Bitcoin? Well, that says Texas buys Bitcoin.
No, no, we did say a country.
No, wouldn't count. Hang on a minute. The old plumber needs to go to work.
One needs to go to work. Not sure what that means. He's coming back. In the meantime, once I've got all your attention, this Limitless looks like it's having a hell of a time over the past few months. It's down 87%, which is quite
Apologies,
significant.
ladies and gentlemen. We have a slight
That's all right.
issue with a cruise ship coming into harbour. Um, moving on. Chart 12, Bitcoin realized volatility is comparable to that of major tech stocks. And you can see Bitcoin 90-day volatility basically overlaid with Nvidia and Tesla. And you can see how they're still quite correlated with regards to volatility. Relevance of 4-year cycles. Bitcoin's price action in 2025 has been awkward for the token's narrative, as asset classes like US equities and gold have outperformed crypto on a risk-adjusted basis, inviting the assertion that Bitcoin may be near a classic cycle peak. The notion of the 4-year cycle has been a cornerstone of the Bitcoin market thesis for a very long time, largely influenced by the programmatic reductions of Bitcoin's block rewards from miners known as halvings, which also occur every 210 blocks, which is why we have the 4-year thing. The pattern has become significant from a behavioral trading perspective due to its success in forecasting local peaks and troughs within the market. And here you can see all the cycles. This is the one we're currently in. So, e.g., according to this chart, we should be in some sort of bearish phase, i.e., kind of like we've seen here in previous cycles, where it's a slow drift down into some sort of bottom before probably bouncing back out. We won't go through all of that. Here's Bitcoin's ETFs have attracted net inflows of 58 billion since inception. Obviously, towards the back end of Q4, we saw outflows, and then by the looks of it, I assume that's December, a slight uptick. And then if we look to where we are now, I would have thought we have had further upticks within the Bitcoin ETFs. I'm just going to have a look on, is it CoinGlass? No, it's not CoinGlass. What's the other one we look at? So value.
So,
yeah, I'm just going to have a quick look. So as of today we had outflows of 400 odd million.
makes sense because we had the drop, didn't we, overnight?
Yeah. In short, institutional commitments often lead to larger, more sustainable investments rather than speculative short-term trades. What they say there is getting the eyes of even people that may not hold it for long will help bring the eyes of people that may hold it as an actual asset on their book effectively for a longer period of time, i.e. a longer term investor. The quantum threat, I'm not going to go over this too much because basically it's not immediate as far as I'm aware and what I've done with regards to looking at it. I don't know if you know any different, do you?
No.
I don't think there's much threat at the moment. I could be totally wrong, but by all means, go and have a look at that for your own time.
The argument is that we're still quite a ways off.
Yeah. Ethereum market outlook. 2025 price action was a roller coaster after a 60% slide from January into early April, with ETH Bitcoin reaching 5-year lows. The price ripped 250% into late summer on a surge of institutional demand, first through corporate DAT demand, then via ramping spot ETF inflows. ETH's trend flipped decisively bullish a day after the upgrade. I don't know what that one was. We think the upgrade resonated with sophisticated buyers on 4 fronts: the throughput and fee relief, account abstraction, the UX, clear staking of operations, and then stronger security for upgraded cryptographic safeguards. Together, we think this framed Ethereum as a more scalable, lower friction and institutional-ready settlement layer. And again, no, you don't believe so?
No, he cares. I think it just went up because it was that time for the market.
We had the flush. It was time to then reverse.
Yeah, exactly. We'd had the flush and then it went back up. I think I was looking at these security upgrades that they're doing. Those look a lot more like they're worth something.
Okay.
So I don't think they'll get them done anytime soon. Ethereum moves slow, but it's good that they're saying they want to do it. Might take them 4 or 5 years.
Onto the ETF inflows. This chart's quite a good visual representation of, or the size difference between Bitcoin inflows in grey and ETH in blue. The only real reason that ETH's getting a lot of inflows is it's the second biggest asset. Now, if you've got big institutions coming in, they're going to buy the top 5-6 projects, maybe via market cap. They're the least likely to blow up. That's why that is effectively. Moving on, stablecoin supply, that demand. We won't go over that. Dun 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 dun. Solana. Solana began 2025 with a bang. The Trump coin launched in January and marked the blow-off top of Solana's meme coin supercycle and effectively the local top for Solana itself. Because meme coin activity was a significant revenue driver for Solana, the unwind was swift. It fell 68% from January peak before finding support near $100. Notably, the Sol Bitcoin bottomed later. After several months of underperformance, the Sol Bitcoin pair bottomed only before two tangible catalysts arrived. In July 1st, launch of the first Sol staking ETF, and 2, X stocks, tokenized equities on Solana. The introduction of Sol ETFs expanded the addressable buyer base, while X stocks brought TradFi to the blockchain. These catalysts help support Sol Bitcoin into summer. And X stocks is effectively, like we discussed earlier on Hyperliquid, you can buy stocks directly on your Solana wallet now. You can literally go onto the wallet, search in Tesla, whatever it is, and you can hold Tesla within your Solana wallet, and it's as easy as that. However, while Q4 25 continued to witness real upgrades and strong fundamental catalysts for Solana, macro trumped micro. BTC's trend broke on macro worries, which pulled the whole crypto market lower. Consequently, Solana fell around 50% despite the following catalysts. We think this price action boils down to one important takeaway for 2026. On average, altcoins will likely continue to follow Bitcoin price action regardless of fundamental catalysts and absence a decisive break in Bitcoin dominance.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sol stablecoin momentum, so the amount of stablecoins on Sol. Meme coin exhaustion. While meme coin mania was a dominant narrative for Solana in 24, activity faded through 25 and pulled total Sol DEX turnover down with it. Activity spiked around the Trump/Melania launches, driving fees and throughput to congestion thresholds that produced delays, failed/queued transactions, and higher priority fees. Whilst this was good for short-term revenue, it was bad for user experience as the year wore on. Returns compressed for new launches due to the dilution from too many tokens, more rugs and aggressive profit-taking. Liquidity was fragmented across countless pairs, and speculators soon rotated to other narratives. This result was a visible activity shift on Solana away from memes and a clear downtrend in total Sol DEX volumes throughout the year. And again, you can kind of see that.
I guess they're not allowed to say that Donald rugged the market twice. Because they're not allowed to say that.
And you can see here the DEX volume breakdowns. It was massive mind sharing memes. Now it's stable coins. Stablecoin swaps is this here. Project tokens is this here. AI agents was this. And then total Sol DEX volumes. I want to say is this bit here. It's tiny. As you know, it'd be this black line, though.
Yeah. It'll be that one.
App revenue, again, I only know Pump.Fun here and Phantom. I don't know about these, but might be worth looking at them, or an Axiomon, whatever you want to call them.
Well, Axiom was a wallet.
But have a look. Worth researching. This is quite a good chart. The trailing 30-day DEX volume market share across multiple chains. Solana is this light blue. Ethereum is this. Binance Smart Chain is that. Base is grey. As you know, Base is this one. Arbitrum is this one. Other is that. And then total DEX volumes is this black line. The rise of proprietary AMMs. We don't need to read that, blah, blah, but worth looking through them. RWA, inflation implications. So that's on if Solana inflation. I'd recommend reading this, i.e. token unlocks and whatnot. Looking forward, the Fire Dancer upgrade. So the Fire Dancer validator client is progressing towards full mainnet deployment throughout late 2025 and into 2026. The hybrid Fire Dancer version is already operational on a growing portion of validators as late of 2025, including major operations like Figment. Fire Dancer represents one of the most significant additions to Solana's infrastructure since launch, focusing on performance, resilience, and client diversity. We expect full standalone adoption to accelerate into 2026. While not all benefits will impact SOL price immediately, several core improvements stand out as particularly transformative. Extreme throughput optimization, enhanced network resilience and fault tolerance, and then client diversity for security.
Fire Dancer, they've been jumping up and down about that for years and years. It became one of those things that some people said would never actually exist. What Fire Dancer does is it makes Solana a lot more like Ethereum. Arguably better, they would argue and say so. It makes it much more decentralized in that previously they did have a client software on the nodes, which they could end up having the majority of the nodes all converge onto that single client software. If that client software goes down, it rugs the whole network. They didn't want that, so now they've got Fire Dancer, which makes it far more diversified. It really makes Solana an actual good project on a technical scale. So that Fire Dancer is a pretty big deal that they managed to get that over the line.
Yeah. But I think that will do enough of that tonight. We'll then move on to our trades from last week. So let me show. Oh, and predictions. So we'll do that now.
Predictions and trades.
Share Crypto Waffle. So let me get our trades up as well. So last week's trades, just to remind everyone, we had a MSTR long, which for anyone that didn't see in the Telegram, actually got hit. So you can see here our predictions. We had a take profit of 185, I believe, which it took. We had a Doge long on, which I believe you said has stopped us out.
Yeah, we just
today. I mean, look at that wick, so annoying. And then I believe, are we still in Trump?
We're hanging on for
by a thread.
Yeah.
And we're still in Trump. Stop losses at 450. We've been as low as 461. We're back up to 5 though now. Where was our entry on Trump, by the way?
5-3.
5-3. Okay. So first of all, let's just go over these trades. MSTR take profit, fine. We gave it back with Doge. Stop loss got hit. Yes. Trump, what do you want to do with it?
I think we should sit in Trump, you know.
I'm leaning towards cutting it.
We're so close to the thing anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We've bounced up quite high from where our stop loss was.
One hell of a wick.
I think we take the hit.
Bitcoin's at 93. Chances are we have some sort of recovery after we've had our little elevator down.
Yeah. Agreed.
I think so.
I mean, this is what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. So I'm looking at effectively, let's do that yellow box along with this upper sloping trend line. I'm looking at a flat top ascending triangle. This is our breakout. This is our retest. We should see continuation, I believe, to this green box up here. Ish, give or take.
Yeah. And you're not like I first heard that theory from another guy who seems to be getting everything right at the moment. He's in his zone.
I mean, we
That we
did
come back and
discuss
retest
this
it.
a couple of weeks back, i.e. that after we usually get the fall below the 50 day and the 100-day SMAs, we usually get a rally back.
Yeah.
I.e. here. I believe this is what we're gearing up for here, where we should rally back at the moment to about 100k.
Yeah.
That's what I believe
Okay.
we're setting up for.
That's why I don't want to cut this Trump long.
But Trump, so this is the Bitcoin chart. We've got a nice clear breakout retest, and we're above SMAs on the daily. You go to Trump, there's no breakout or retest, and we're below SMAs. So for me, that's a no-no.
It's gonna follow Bitcoin.
We can leave it open if you want. I mean, like you say, we've
We'll
just
toss a coin.
saved ourselves.
We'll toss a coin.
Go on then.
Heads, we head for the sky. We stay in. Keep our
Tails,
noses
we take
in.
the loss.
Tails, we take our butts and run.
Let's go.
Oh, tails.
What is it? Tails.
Tails.
Markets
Useless.
want to keep us alive.
Useless pound coins.
Right, so we'll close that.
Yeah. We'll do that when we come to it.
So predictions. Into predictions.
Right, let's do our results. Last week we started a BTC.
Yeah, Monday. Look at us, spot on.
98.
Literally come and tagged us, and then hit straight back down.
Thank you very much.
So both got a point for that. ETH, we were just off.
We didn't get there.
Both of us.
35.
Yeah, just off. Doge, same thing.
We was well off because he didn't even go upwards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did. Where's Monday here? Yeah, we got this nice big green candle here, but then no follow through.
Okay.
MSTR, both spot on.
Yeah.
I give you a bonus point because you went extra long, and it literally kissed you. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
to
go.
a T. Look at that. Zcash.
Oh no.
Where's Monday? Oh, we did get it right.
Monday was at 405.
Yeah.
Came and touched
I
us
mean,
and went
just
back
off mine. Just off. But like literally we were right between it.
What was the high? What was the high?
The high was 44926.
Yeah, you said 450.
Yeah, 449. Yeah, it was 50 cents off or so.
Yeah. Well, you can have that.
And then I just deleted the Trump chart. Let me get it back. Our predictions on Trump. I mean, it went closest to you today, so I'm going to give you that.
Yeah, we did a prediction on Trump, though.
Is this the one from the last couple of weeks?
From the last week, yeah.
Fair enough. So you take that week, sir. Well done. Congratulations.
No, we'll call it a draw. I'll tell you why we'll call it a draw. Because
you got the bonus.
Yeah, but you should get a bonus for Zcash because your one was higher, and it actually came to yours. So that should be a new rule. If somebody is the more extreme of the two, somebody
gets it,
they get a bonus point.
Okay. Yeah, agreed.
So we'll call it a draw.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Right. So for predictions, let's do. Can we do limitless?
Oh, that piece of garbage. Yep. Bitcoin ETH limitless.
Is that on Hyperliquid, by the way?
No, it won't be. It's far too.
You don't reckon?
Nah, it's not on there.
Oh, we'll do it as a prediction. A bit of fun. Cool. Yeah. It's been hammered.
It's been absolutely.
It's not even worth looking at. I don't even want to predict that. Yeah, we're not doing that. I said we'd have a look. Yeah, look at it. If anything, you just go long and hope for the best. But it's a prediction, so who cares? We're not doing that sort of crap.
Okay.
Get rid of Doge, Zcash, MSTR, Bitcoin. What do you want? Breakout retest.
We haven't picked what we're doing yet. We've only got Bitcoin and ETH.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You are really ahead of yourself.
What do we think then? What do you fancy?
Let's go Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's
Can
also
we do one of these privacy coins? PivX up 20% today, by the way.
Do you want to do Dash?
Yeah,
Dash has been
I was gonna say
great fun.
Dash.
Dash has also just been added to Hyperliquid as well.
Has it?
Yeah, so we should be able to trade it there now.
Uh,
Now, I don't know if that has got something to do with Dash pumping. See, I don't know.
is Fyro on Hyperliquid?
No, shouldn't be. But we don't know. Hold on, let me make sure. No, it's not. I think you need some real.
Right, so we'll do Dash.
Yeah.
What other tokens were mentioned in that report? There was Solana, Hyperliquid, Asta. Should we have a look at Asta? That's been hammered, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Had a bit of a tough time.
Oof. Has it had a tough time? Done exactly what Hyperliquid did after it come out. Get hammerinoed.
Where's show us the Hyperliquid one. Let's see how similar they are.
So if I go big time frame. So this is Hyperliquid when it first come out.
They had a
and
pump.
here is Asta. I'll overlay Hype so we can have a look. Oh, did I just put Asta on top of Hype? No, I didn't. That's not
crazy.
right. That can't be right.
That's crazy.
Oh, but that's now. Right, so on the Hyperliquid chart, all it's taken is this section. It hasn't overlaid this.
Okay.
So let's try and do it the other way around. So let's overlay
Asta. Because obviously Asta didn't exist for half of Hype's
Yeah.
life.
So if you were to, roughly look at...
Can you move it so that no.
I cannot move it. But if you roughly look at, i.e. this pump, is this pump...
Yeah.
Hype had consolidation before the drop, whereas Asta's just been slow,
that might have
steady
just
drop.
been because of the market. That might have just been because of the
Potentially
market.
Different market conditions. But I mean, from a asset point of view, I think this is the sort of area you look to bottom pick. I mean, it's dangerous because you're on fresh lows, but you would be looking to maybe pick something up here on such downfalls. So do you want to do Asta or Hype or one of the others?
What's happened to Per?
What, the meme?
Yeah. Is it still alive?
It is still alive. It's been hammered though.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, let's do Hype.
You do Hype instead of Asta. Oh, you want to do Asta?
Yeah, I feel like we've done Hype recently.
Okay, so we got Asta, we got Dash. One more?
One more. Let's see what's got.
Can we do gold? Yeah?
You sure you don't want to do Bearer Chain, which has been shorted to hell at the minute?
I would like to include a macro asset in our predictions of the week. Because I do believe a short-term top for gold is near.
No way.
Yes, or actually quite a big short-term top, because I think what I will present to you guys today, this rising wedge, or that, whichever way you want to look at it, with the throw over here, if this closes back in, you're looking at potentially 4K gold again.
There's no way.
And if that sort of move was to happen, 15%, that is a big risk-off move. Which I think we're maybe a couple of weeks off. I think, but
Yeah,
early Feb, we could be looking at something.
when there's not much chance of World War Three, when there's less chance of World War Three, then maybe betting against gold is a good idea. But currently, I mean, price action is one thing, but the fundamentals of
Is
what makes
oil on
gold,
Hyperliquid, by the way? Oil
I
crude on there?
what would it be under? Would it be under crude?
Ticker would be where
Oil?
are
We've got one that says oil. Yeah, looks like
US
oil.
US oil?
Yeah, oil. $59 a barrel.
Oh my god, let's do crude then. This is brilliant. I need to look at Hyperliquid more, man. Yeah, we'll get rid of gold, and I want to show you why I'm looking at oil.
Get rid of gold, he says.
Yeah, don't want that shit coin on our screens. Right, predictions. Now we've got our assets. Bitcoin, what do you think?
98.
Ooh, I was going to go 99. Do you
Oh,
reckon
go on
back
then.
to 98?
Yeah, I reckon back to 98.
Okay, I'm
Like
going to
old school
go
garage raves.
slightly above you and go 99.
You going for that extra point, are you? Can
I'm
I
going to
still say
say,
3-5?
say that again?
Can I still say 3-5?
Yeah?
Because we are back at 3-2 where we were.
Yeah, 3-5's allowed.
Yeah, 3-5.
And I'm going to join you.
Here it is. You joining me on 3-5?
Please. Dash.
Oh,
This is a massive breakout, by the way.
yeah.
Like, this is huge. Huge.
And now this is the little reliable thing that's a long way off its all-time high, long way to go back to get back to its all-time high, fits the privacy coin angle, even though it's not a privacy coin, and now is available on Hyperliquid, which is only going to further the
I
amount of
mean,
volume that
in
it can
1
handle.
week, we've seen 100% move. And since September, 6th of October, from trough to peak, we saw a 6x. And now we're
Yeah,
back
that was
down to
only a whoop
78.
up to 150 though, weren't it?
Yeah. But the key for on a bigger term time frame here, if I just get rid of that trend line quickly, the key is this structure, and we're also above all SMAs on bigger time frames. The key now is that Dash holds this $66 level. As you can see, many occasions, price has either rejected or used this area as support. All you got to do is look left. You can see that all the way back here in 2017. So if we hold this, I do expect some sort of rally, potentially to 280.
Yeah.
Big moves, potentially big moves. So in the next week or so, sir, where do you think? I think we're just going to chop, if I'm honest, for the next week or two.
I really do think privacy becomes the next topic. I'm going to go with.
It already is a topic.
Yeah, do you think so? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably why it's done what it's done, isn't it?
I mean, I'm going to say 110.
I thought you said you was going to chop.
Yeah, I think we chop, but just in a broad range. Like we could easily chop between 66 and 110 or 100.
I was going to say 100, and now you've just trumped me.
Well, you can do 100.
No, I don't want to now.
That's the sort of margins we're looking at here. This is the extra point that I'm going for.
I want to say 115.
Okay, well, I'm not moving mine.
What are we at now? 78.
FN,
Brilliant project, by the way, Dash. Brilliant project.
Okay. Asta. Go right to the 4 hour here. I mean, I have to go long. I can't go short. I'm going to go 60. Can I say 70 cents?
What are
Is
we
that
at now?
allowed?
What are we at now? 63?
Yeah.
It's only 10%. No,
Is that allowed?
No, that's not enough. Well, you can say it actually. Go on then. What have you said?
Call it 72.
I'm going to say 55.
55.
Yeah. I'm going to say Asta's going to buck the trend.
Solid. And then finally, oil. So this is what I'm looking at. Just want to show you guys. So for a while, and I mean ages, we have been in this, you could say, falling wedge, which is typically a bullish pattern in oil since a peak of $130 back in March 22. I believe that was when Russia invaded Ukraine, is it? Or something has happened in the Middle East?
Russia.
March 22, is that right?
Ukraine. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the Russia-Ukraine spike.
Yeah, Feb 22.
Yeah, and some big events like that normally mark local tops in assets. Since then, we've been in this massive falling wedge. Now, what's key, and you'll see that this white line that I've put in, and you can drag it all the way back to 2004. Again, and let me just remove indicators so it makes it a bit cleaner. You guys can see if you look left, multiple times that candles have either respected or been rejected by said trend line all the way back. I mean, to be more technically correct, you could say that yellow box is the area of major support. And at the moment, you can see we have been holding. I actually think we potentially come and hit this sub 50. I could be wrong, but I'm looking for some sort of throw over to the downside. But then again, I think there's a possibility the bottom could be in, which is why I wanted to put it on today, because obviously we had a lot of bad news with Iran. I think it is again stuff picking up out there, yet price action didn't move lower. We actually reversed. And usually when bad news is good for price action, it means that the bottom's usually in. And from a technical point of view, if we just put our indicators back on, this is the first time in a while that we have sustainably gotten above the 50-day. Is it the 50-day or 20-day? Yeah, 20-day and 50-day SMAs, and held as support as we speak. So as you can see, every time we got up, we held a bit here. We had a rally back to the 200-day, a brief spike up and got hammered back down again effectively and followed trend. I believe that this little breakout, what we're seeing, if we do manage to hold these sorts of areas of 58 to 56, we could get a broader breakout to around 70, something like that. And if I just put that on a bigger time frame again, you will see why I say 70. All you have to do is put a line in at $70. You can see, let me make that bigger. Again, just look left. I'll stick that on the monthly so you can see. Look where all these monthly candlesticks respect or reject this $70 level. Simple support and resistance. So I think a short-term break potentially leads to a short-term spike to 70. But then potentially if we don't break out of this descending wedge, i.e. this horizontal line, if we don't get through that kind of sort of that 66, 67 mark, we could head for one final push lower, I think, before forming a bottom. So let's see. But a couple of podcasts I've been listening to, obviously not financial advice, but they're saying sell gold, silver, buy oil here. Effectively. Good rotation trade.
Yeah. They both kind of signal the same thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
The
Obviously, oil comes with more headline risk.
Yeah.
Than gold and silver, I would say.
Yes,
but
definitely.
Who knows?
It's the more volatile asset, isn't it? But that does give it the chance to.
Yeah. I mean, you've also got where's my little paintbrush? A potential double bottom in here with a clean breakout retest. So the measured move for this double bottom would be something like, give or take, which we've kind of already been to.
Yeah.
But where do you think, sir, over the next week? Where do you think oil's going?
You sold it to me. I'm going to say 68.
68.
Yeah.
68 within a week. That's a huge move.
Is that a wild?
That's crazy. Like a 15% spike.
I'm going to take war in Iran to kick.
Mate, that takes something popping off.
All right. Well, let me not bring my.
I think you can be within. You can be within like 5%. I think when we're trading macro stuff. So I'd say 63 is still pretty outlandish.
All right, I'll do that then.
Yeah, 63.
I don't know how people live with this sort of stability in their assets.
Stability, 5% move.
When I said 68, I thought I was being a bit gentle. It was only 15%.
No, you need bombs to have been dropped for that to spike. And that's like oil wells being battered as well.
Set light.
Yeah. I'm going to join you, by the way, at 63. I don't think we actually get there. I think we'll probably get closer to 62 or something, 61 and a half. But yeah.
Well, the good thing about it is on here, on a hyperliquid, you can do, well, it's only up to 8x you can do.
Yeah, but we don't need any more than that, really.
Oh, but if it's only going to do 2% or 3%, or 5%, then we need 50x.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean we choose it as our trade, though.
No, it's true.
But anyway.
I was thinking about it for myself for the long
time. Over to you, sir, to show us the hyperliquid.
Let me share my screen here. Right, first things first, we have to shut down this Trump trade.
Yes, please.
As much as I hate it. I'm going to write on next week's thing. Shut Trump. At, what's the price now? At 5. Just to see what happens to us next week. All right, so close all at market. Yes.
Yes, please. Save us the money.
Okay. Right, our balance is pretty much where we were last week, about 130. What shall we trade then?
What do you fancy?
BTC long and an oil long? Because we've never done oil before.
I think we give it a stab just because it's the first time it's on here.
Yeah.
I agree. And we've both got the same idea as well to the upside.
Indeed.
So a take profit. Nice. Let me get our book, by the way. Let's not forget our trading journal.
Isolated. Right, so we're doing a BTC long, yeah?
Yeah. So MSTR. What was our profit loss in MSTR?
$9.
$9 and percent. Roughly.
I'll tell you. Roughly, I've got no idea. 45.
Oh, lovely. 45%. And then can I have the losses for Doge and Trump, please? With percents.
Doge, 100.
Whoa, why have we got a 10x?
Oh, that must have been why.
That's why we've been absolutely arse raped.
Oh, that's my bad. I didn't even realise.
Minus 144%, was it?
Yeah. No,
And
that can't be right.
166.
We can't have had a 10x on.
How many dollars did we lose?
9.
Yeah, that is 10x. It's got to be.
No, because then MSTR wasn't 10x, and we always
That's
put
true.
$20 on.
Well, we lost the dollars from MSTR on Doge, and then what was the loss for
Trump? 17% or 16.9.
minus 17%, and dollar loss
$3.47.
Oh well, it happens.
Oh, I'm really.
Oh, would you look at that? So the exact same time we are trading now as we did last week, literally to the hour and the minute.
That makes sense. We are consistent after all.
Right, so we are going with an oil long.
No, I want to do Bitcoin first.
Oh, okay, yeah, BTC.
Vertica. Right.
Bitcoin long. The current market price.
Right. Bitcoin long, 20 bucks.
93k as entry price.
Yup. Take profit. 98 or 98.5.
Is that what was in the middle of ours? Is it?
Bit of difference, yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
And stop loss 88.
Quick look. I need to look up on my Hyperliquid BTC.
Because I put in a cheeky long today with my own.
I would actually say 90.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it tighter.
Okay. Right, I'm going to place the order. Let me make sure it's 3x. The classic me. All right, let's go. Abash. All right. There we go. We're in.
Lovely.
1x.
Oil long.
It's the first time in my life I've ever bought oil.
Love it. And we've got some of this USDH, haven't we?
Yep.
Already. What X are we doing?
3? Or should we up it a little bit as it's only a small one?
Yeah, go on then. 4x. Dangerous.
Living dangerously.
What's our Bitcoin X, by the way? 3x?
3x, yeah. Definitely. I double checked it. Yeah, Bitcoin 3x. 59.2.
0.2 bucks.
Take profit would be 63. Stop loss
63.
57.
Let me have a quick book. 57. Yeah, happy with that.
All right. I'll place that as a market order. Oh, I'm going to buy some oil, but we're buying 1.4 barrels of oil.
Is that what we've got?
Look at us, oil barons.
Oil barons.
We're now in the oil business, baby. Did
that just tick up as we bought as well?
Texas tea.
We got 1.4. 1.4 barrels of oil. Right,
First
well,
time in my life I've ever owned on any oil.
there you go then. There's a first time for everything. To be fair,
You know what?
technically it's the first time for me as well, unless you're counting putting it in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not counting that stuff, the watered down nonsense.
Right. Right.
So,
Is there anything
okay.
outlandish you want to put on at all, or happy with those trades?
No, I'm happy with those.
Okay, solid. Right. Over to our
Polymarche.
favourite place.
Polymarche.
I'm just logging in. Come on.
We should
You're
go
gonna...
over to Limitless and do some there.
This thing's not logging me in.
Oh, get on
Yes,
the
it
plane.
is. Yes, it is. I'm
Get on the
chatting.
plane.
Chatting rubbish. Share screen. Whoa.
Bless you.
All right, ladies and gents, here we go. We're up 12% on our gold ETH thing. I think we're good to leave that for another week, but I want to close that if we get much higher.
Okay.
The City bottle job to United at the weekend has done us in here at the moment, but we've still got a fair bit of the season to go.
Now would be a great time to actually buy that Man
We're
City.
up on this, by the way, slightly.
Okay, so wait, what did we go?
We went yes for Republican.
Yeah, okay. So we're literally up
one time. Couple of percent. Anything on the trending page you fancy, sir?
Ooh. Fed decision in January? What we got? What are the choices?
96% no change.
Are we already? We've already?
Yeah, because we did no change, didn't we? When it was 25 basis points.
Oh, and then we hedged.
We took profits and then hedged with some profits on yes.
Okay, brilliant. We are so good.
Don't need to do that one. Who will be the first to leave the Trump cabinet? Will the US confirm that aliens exist?
Oh, I don't think so.
No. Vietnam communist Jerome Powell out as Fed chair. Will there be another US government shutdown?
Russia-Ukraine ceasefire. That's
by end of 2026.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a 50-50 at the minute. I don't know.
No, yeah, I don't know either.
Presidential election winner.
Will Melania say career during AI talk on Friday?
Oh, it's got to be a yes, isn't it?
Why is it so thing that she's going to not say it?
Has that already happened? That's 16th. That was a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she didn't actually say it. It's obviously gone against it then.
Career.
Yeah. Israel strike Lebanon. Avatar, fire and ash, total domestic gross. There's not many this week, is there?
There's not much.
Will US acquire part of Greenland
in 2026? Oh god!
You know what? I want to say yes, just because a lot of people obviously are saying no.
Yeah.
Or will the US invade Greenland? Well, that's not going to happen.
No, but the thing is, I don't think we're betting on it happening. We're just betting on the chances of it happening going up.
Yeah, and then we take the money.
What we really need is like the Americans to like move troops to like, I don't know.
Yeah. This is new, by the way, setting limit prices.
Yes.
Are we happy to have a couple bucks?
On what? On them acquiring part of Greenland in 2026?
On a yes.
I think that's throwing good money away after bad.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right, we won't do that.
I think the thing's too low. If it was lower,
there's not much there that I like the look of. Let's have a look at politics.
We'll have to do Bournemouth Brighton football match.
Yeah, well, there's not much on politics, so let's have a look at
Oh,
football.
the tennis starts tonight, doesn't it?
I don't know, does it? Did we not do
Yeah.
a football one last week? Oh, we did. Look, we won one. Come on, 170% gain.
What was it?
Sunderland to win, and they did. Who did they play?
Palace.
Yes, it was Palace, wasn't it? Good prediction, sir. If I remember correctly, that was you.
Yeah, he always got to back the lads. We're lads.
Up the tune.
No,
Right.
they're not the tune.
They're near enough the tune. They're north
Oh my gosh.
from me.
They hate the tune.
Well, I call them the tune. Apologies if you're from Sunderland. So tonight, Bournemouth Brighton. What do you think?
Oh,
That's
let's
Brighton
go.
win at home.
Yeah, I think
Got to
so.
be in it.
Got to be. Well, unless we go for something like both sides to score or something like that. See if there's any other stuff with like better
What
odds.
is it? Spread, game view. Over 2.5 goals. It's over 1.5. That's a pretty certain bet, though, apparently.
Yeah.
I'd rather to go for Brighton win, though, to be honest.
So would I, having looked at that.
Okay. What do we want? $2.19.
Yep.
2.19 you receive.
Well, isn't it 225 you want to have it? So the cash is equal.
Well, yes, sorry, I'm looking at portfolio. Minimum 5 shares. Oh, right.
Get right ahead, man. Damn.
5 shares then, mate. If you wish, there you go. How'd you like them apples?
Try and slow us down.
Do we want to do one for the weekend?
No, I want to have a look at tech. Let's have a look at tech. Let's see if there's anything AI related that I can.
Which company has the best AI? We've already got XAI for that, I believe. But I don't know when that was for.
End of January.
Yeah, second largest company in the January SpaceX IPO.
Ooh.
Closing market cap. 1 trillion plus. Oof.
What?
That doesn't surprise me.
1 trillion plus.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
It's not even on the thing yet. I don't think it'll be that big.
Yeah, I think it will.
It will just come in as one of the biggest companies in the world ever. What else is there? Another critical cloud for their
Will
incident.
Elon Musk buy Ryanair? No.
Well, let's see why that is even a thing.
Anthropic IPO? No IPO by June 26. You can bet on the public ticker for SpaceX.
Apparently, Elon Musk has asked what the buyout price is for Ryanair.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think that's a great shout for a yes.
Hold on. Let's see. Ryanair.
Hang on, I'm just thinking about it. So when you go on Qatar Airways, right, you get Starlink, and it's great, right? It's like being on Earth. Now, if Elon gets his own flight company, can you imagine the amount of data that will also be on those aircraft to try and pick up stuff within the Earth's atmosphere that he will be collecting that no one else is doing?
I think it's worth a go. I'm just trying to see their market cap.
They're not big right there. They're nothing for
billion?
Elon. Yeah, that's pocket change.
30 billion, he can do it.
On January the 16th, Elon posted that buying Ryanair might be a good idea.
They've been making money as well.
The market will resolve to yes if credible reporting confirms that Elon Musk, either personally or through an entity led or majority owned by him, enters into an agreement to buy Ryanair by the 30th of June 26. Okay, so we're betting on a time time and date here as well. By June. See, I think if it said by the end of 2026, I'd be more for it.
I don't know.
Should we hazard a little one?
I think it's worth it. Their market cap's 38 billion, and they made almost 4 or 5 billion in revenue last year.
We'll just do a buck.
I think it's well worth a little go. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a buck on.
Maybe he won't do it, but I think the chances might go up.
No. Crypto prices.
Meh.
Culture.
Go do culture. See if they've got any more of those. So and so will say such and such words.
Elon Musk, Avatar, Oscars, highest grossing movie. What are the options for that? Spider-Man, Super Mario, Avengers.
Avengers Doomsday? No, because those are not PGs, are they?
I reckon Super Mario could be one.
Yep. Go down. What are the other options there? Let's see if there's any outsiders.
Toy Story, Jumanji 3, The Hunger Games.
Scream 7, no chance. The choices are really Super Mario or Toy Story 5, aren't they?
Yeah, they're the PG ones I go for.
Yeah.
Do we want to hazard a guess? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. I'm not a big movie watcher.
I never.
Most popular boy name?
Liam?
This has to be within the US, right? This market will resolve according to the male name ranked 1 in the US by Social Security administrations.
I say we're not calling our kids Liam. Who's doing that? I just saw one just there where it said supporting actress, and there was 2 people that had 99%. That can't be right. Best supporting actress. Oh, to be nominated.
All right.
Oh.
What about world? Anything in the world? Paris, French. No. Well, I think that wraps it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we've done all we can do here, sir.
Yeah, so the 2 bets are football. No, it's not. No, just one bet, football. What was the other one we did?
I'm sure we done
what was the other one we did?
Did we do a business one? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Oh, where's that gone? We definitely did one. Maybe it didn't go on.
They just take a while to show, don't they?
Was it tech?
Yeah, sometimes they take a while.
Or was it IPO to buy Ryanair?
Yeah.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
Is it going to do it? Is it going to show?
Joking, unless you're going to do it.
It's not showing, Jeff.
There it is.
It says open orders. Why is it an open order? I want to buy current market price.
Did you do limit price? Yeah, that's limit.
I need to do market, that's why. We just want some bucks, man. $1.80. Look at that for a win. Oof.
Look at that.
Right, we now need to everybody go on a mad spree tweeting Elon.
Yeah.
Buy Ryanair, buy Ryanair, buy Ryanair. Massive headline coming today. Elon Musk buys Ryanair for £2.50.
We don't mind.
There we go.
Good,
right.
That's where you can find it.
Well, that wraps up today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we shall see you next week, where I will give you a highlighted summary of the rest of the Coinbase report. So until then, see you then. Have a great week, and we shall see you soon. Adios.